Oh, I thought you fell off. I think.
Oh no! Oh no!
Hello everybody and welcome to the post-show, The Thing. We're doing a thing. Say hi everybody.
Who wants to play Melee with me?
Hi everybody.
The dinosaurs had sex and look what happened to them.
My fingers are proceeding to fall off right now.
Okay. Well, that's a way to start. Holy shit. So...
I have crippling depression.
Hey, you can't say that. That's trademarked.
Y'all, Smash Ultimate comes out in 6 days. 5 days.
Yeah, everybody already complains that we rip off their
that garbage game. Smash Bros is garbage. It's the
Anyway,
worst.
Terraria, let's go.
Okay, so I do want to give you some shout-outs before we truly begin to Kamix and Frogtunes or Brian for
And Swan.
doing the music and doing the portraits. You both did a good job. Thumbs up. I'm glad you guys did the things, so go check them out.
It's called doing the art, not doing the portraits, you fucking... Nah.
That's
Fuck
not
you.
entirely true, because not all of the art was simply done by him.
Oh, of course, you
Nah,
did the
dude.
overlay, so I'll let you talk about that. So
That shitty thing that if I were to do it again, I'd do some slight changes to it.
yeah, because didn't we end up cutting a lot of stuff from it?
I ended up rushing the fuck out of it because I started way too late.
Yeah, you know, the move and everything, so it's like...
I mean,
Yeah.
do you want to talk about... never mind. I guess you could save your ideas for...
Because I remember we wanted to do some stuff, like we wanted to change, like, the background to whatever the background is, like, for that area, so for in the
Yeah,
corruption...
we wanted to make it so the background would correspond with the actual... with the zone we are in the game. Like when we'd go underground and translate to something more underground. But didn't really have time for that.
That's cool.
Similarly
It's just
to the campfire thing we were gonna do, where that was also going to be themed. Like,
Yeah, the campfires were also going to change color depending on the scenario.
and that was just like, I already started editing by that point, so that's why you were rushing the overlay,
Right.
so...
We were to record a session, and, like, editing began before we finished. Excuse me, recording.
Yeah, like, how... Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's okay, you mean...
Editing gives me PTSD, so I mean...
Oh, I'm just learning how to edit. So...
Oh, trust me, this was a nightmare of a season to unfold. There was, like, a lot of cool stuff. Like, I know some
right.
people complained about using music that was in last season, especially music that was PvG related, but there was a little joke that was going in my head the whole time that I wanted to go by. That I saw when Smash Ultimate came out that I decided I just wanted to do. And it's called Every Song Is Here.
God,
It was a song.
God.
Thing.
You just
but-
like layer. You just like layer
things.
every.
Oh, you are the. I hate you now.
So are you just gonna like? Are you just gonna like layer every song on top of itself?
Yeah.
and then put the Smash Ultimate, like, trailer thing behind it.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
No, you start playing all the songs, and each song that comes up, you see on the bottom of the screen it says this song is playing with the number on it.
Yeah, there were over 100 tracks I used this season. There were some that I used a little more than others, but I'll get to that a little later.
So, like good old Archelico.
Oh yeah, that's a really good day. I wanted to do something different with this season and make the episode lengths a little more professional around the 20-minute mark, but some ended up being longer because I didn't know how to trim them. And it became a problem very early on when I realized that, oh, I wanted to do 28 different episodes for this season.
Whoa!
Oh, God, that was a mistake, and that's why at episode 13, that's why I started adding those compilations in, because I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna just... It's just gonna be showing so much shit that needs to be cut, and I'm like, you know, there's no reason to be doing this. Let's just cut some episodes out and start seeing where it's at. Also, Danger Flashes! I improved those, even though those were like the last thing I added, so there were some cases where, they were flashing where they shouldn't, because I was, like, awake at 6 a.m., and I'm just like, I need to be just done with this episode already. Like,
Yeah.
in,
Also, like, wasn't you're not used to like editing like this, like
Oh
these
no,
kinds of things.
like
And there's a lot. Like I guess you can go into this later, but there's a lot that had to be like changed about like how you go about like
oh yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
So,
I want
feel
to.
like
I
it's
want
a good thing to get into like later on.
I want to touch into that in a little bit, but I kind of wanted to just cover a
Yeah,
few
go ahead.
other points before we get there. And really, it's just one other point, and that's just that the trailer and the teaser that I did were kind of simple, but I think the whole point of the trailer being the intro this season, like it was last season, was to showcase the new music Kamix provided. By the way, go check his stuff out, even though I shouted him all out already. He's awesome. Go check his stuff out. Please do. Please.
I love you, Kamek.
But, oh god, I'm getting over sickness. So, I do want to make trailers a little more, like, flashy, and, you know, make them actual trailers, and not just the intro.
Just make 20 minutes of flashing lights.
Well,
Put the seizure
Yes, we're
warning
same
at
time
the
too.
end of the day.
But, as Toad made apparent, there were a lot of problems with this season. Like, I had to change how I edited things. I made something a little simpler by, like, every video file I put kind of... How do I describe it? Like, I put...
garbage.
Thanks. but,
Yikes, bro! Come on.
so, like, when there's 4 people's footage alive, or 4... words. When there's 4 people alive, you would see the 4 pieces of footage in each corner of the screen, and that's kind of how I started to change it. Last season, I layered them all into the episode files and had to clear them to render them, which was an absolute disaster. It was a lot more clean.
Add the point of view in where it's needed and then trim it.
Yeah. But there were a lot of problems, like I said. I had to render each episode, I believe, about 5 times. And rendering on my computer every hour, or like every 10 minutes, takes an hour.
It just kills your computer
Wait, why
at that
5
point.
times? What the fuck?
There were a lot of changes that needed to be made. And Grab's footage, especially. That's why the first 12 episodes were kind of the worst to go back and fix. Because I added an effect to fix Grab's mic, so it was more loud, and even then it didn't really work.
So you could actually hear him.
The problem
Yeah, I had
was...
to reinstall every audio drive I possibly could, and it still hasn't gotten rid of the hiss, but it definitely has gotten rid of me being quiet as fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear that hiss right now.
But, yeah, the main thing was just, like, it was a fucking problem, because every time, for some reason, I rendered each episode. I didn't notice this at first. I started to go back and watch the episodes so I could go in and fix the frame issues that I had to... It was like I did last season. Go back, rewatch it frame by frame, make sure I fixed the frames where, like, portrait would be, like, inverted. Insert demonic token image here. So, yeah, it was a pain in the ass. And Grab's audio, for some reason, it added a beep when I added the effect.
Yeah, it's probably just like calibrating, and then it just got all shoved off somewhere else.
Yeah. I remember Colos said, no, you have to keep every instance and just put a clown card going across the screen every time.
Like, isn't there sometimes where Vegas, where it just like makes weird beep sounds, like beep?
Yeah, that's essentially what I was dealing with, and I had to, like, re-render each episode because of that, and...
That happened one time with Cry, when you guys probably have no idea, but we did a Squidward thing, like, it's Big Mindy Hardcore, and that happened a couple times with him.
The clown car idea could have worked.
Anyway, yeah, keep going.
Stop it with the clown car idea,
Anyway,
please.
while I brought it up.
Now, didn't you remember 1 year ago we went to war with clowns?
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Remember?
Anyway,
are
while
you
we're
talking about the
paused for a
killer?
second, I was instructed to give a shout out to Swan, Roswell, and User.
Yeah, that with your little sign.
Yeah.
that
Also,
chicken
snake.
defaced and put,
I told him I'd shout him out in the post show, so here we are. There's your shout out.
Oh, God.
You think you can just come in here and shout out anyone you want?
Shout out to King Daniels.
Oh, shout out.
I'm cool with
Okay,
that.
okay, if we're shouting everybody, shout out to Shoop, King Shoop. Follow him on Twitter. He's actually the best SoCal Melee player I ever known.
Can't
Actually,
wait for
man,
people to
don't
start
listen-
following him, going, "What the
Don't-
fuck is
don't
with his
listen to him.
Twitter
I heard
feed?"
King Shoop is a real asshole, so I probably wouldn't do it.
Memory
Don't make me
glitches happened. That was kind of just a problem with Vegas, but yeah, like I said, it was the same as last time. And it was frustrating to deal with. Like, I lost a chunk of my knuckle in the process. It was that.
Yeah.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
thing, like, why did, that's one of the that's one of the things I don't understand is like that Vegas gives you so much issues. Why do you continue using it?
Because
Yeah, aren't there like other
Because, like-
programs like better than Vegas?
Because I went out of my
lot of
way
programs.
to get it specifically, and now it's just like I could pay for
I
better,
agree.
but like I have to pay for it.
I mean, it might run
Yeah,
better.
I mean, you
if
could buy
weren't
Adobe.
working on a potato.
That's the problem. You have to buy Adobe every month
But it's
of
so much
your entire
better.
life. Like,
No, you don't.
Dude, that's like a lot of months.
You don't have.
Dude, if you
don't
really
have to pay
calculate
for
it, dude,
Adobe.
it's like if you put in a bunch of money for like a bunch of Adobes for a long time, it's a long time for a bunch of Adobes.
Not only that, like well, I mean, it's not like you're paying for one Adobe program. You're paying for like all of them.
yeah.
So you'll
I didn't
so
pay
you'll
for
actually like learn how
Illustrator.
to use them a lot.
Yeah.
I just got it slightly damaged.
Brought to you by our sponsor Skillshare.
I know
if you
Brian
wanna
talks
learn how to
about
use
Adobe a lot, and he's just like,
Brought
"Fuck
to you
this."
by our sponsor, DX Racer.
He's like, "Hey,
I'm
welcome
sitting
to
in this
Adobe, where
picture.
you lost a half hour of all of your work out of random."
Oh, your Vegas crashed.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of other things. Like, my footage got corrupted. I could probably play it here, like in session 3. It's like a frame by frame slideshow. It's awful.
Like hero.
And Cola, you lost your footage entirely.
Which sucks because
Yep.
that's pretty important.
It was probably the most important footage too. which is
Yeah,
the
that's the worst part.
It was. Yeah.
I know people have said that I probably should have cut some stuff, but there's just a lot of good conversations we had that I was like, do I cut it? Do I leave it? I don't know.
What is it depends what your definition of good is.
I don't know.
I
Our
was talking
co-
about a
No, well,
fucking
it's
like
different for everybody. Like,
It's like,
Jesus,
oh, it was
dude.
just, it was difficult
So-
to say, oh, because like the stuff I did cut, there was some good like commentary out of it, and it's like, god damn it.
you should put that in
Yeah.
like kind of like the bonus like cut like podcasting or some shit.
That would
Because-
that
the
would
thing
take a
we're doing
while.
right now, chicken.
Yeah.
no, no. Shut the fuck. Podcast 2.
Electric Boogaloo. Anyway, he's gonna put the uncut version on Blu-ray and sell it to fans 1 week only. Get in there.
Jesus.
For $100.
But yeah, I don't know. So,
And then you have to pay
speaking of
DLC to access it.
That's not
Speaking
how
of
Blu-rays work.
conversations, what was
I
your guys'
know,
favorite
I'm just making
conversation?
Activision
But
poke. I don't know. Just, I will say, editing this season was a lot more frustrating than Minecraft. Like, there were issues with Minecraft, but I got it all done in time. Near the end, like, the first episode came out, and I still had to work on the 4th session. Like, there was still a lot to do. I'm like, oh my god.
My death was partially due to you getting it out on time.
Yeah, a little bit. I did want to just go over, because I always like talk about how we did the scheduling for this. We started in June, right after E3, which was funny, you could tell because of all the Ridley jokes, and we ended, I think it was like September 1st, like the first, like
Yeah,
we
yeah.
literally did a session once a month at that rate.
It was so fucking bad. Holy shit.
Yeah, there were so many, like, times, like, halfway through June, then in July, we got it one just before Toad went on fucking vacation.
for like 2 weeks. Yeah.
And then we were still delayed like another week for the 3rd session.
And if I didn't,
And then Chicken like had to go pick up his mom from the airport.
oh my.
That was
Hey,
mid
that
recording
was
too.
during
That was
recording.
That
That
was
was-
during recording, bro.
During recording.
Will died during that.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
died during. I remember that. Yeah, I remember. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm going to pick up my mom from the airport," and then I fucking died
It's
because I got knocked off into a pit by just like a dumb slime, and I like
Yeah.
and I didn't, and I was like,
I just
can
imagined you were face planting, like just face desking the entire time that happened.
I felt like the biggest fucking idiot because I looked back at the footage after I died, and I like panicked, and I was like, I need to drift to the left. I'm like,
You
further
said
into
it went to
pit.
the right.
I need to drift right, and I ended up just going nowhere and following perfectly and
Thread
like
the needle,
getting
yeah.
like threaded the needle to die in the most spectacular
The
like
best
worst
At,
way.
at least it
die.
wasn't a bro.
The funniest part about that though is that like Will dies, right? And I'm just sitting here with like a look of horror in my face, and it just goes to Chicken.
Perfectly still.
Nah, it's even better when you like look at the overlay. Chicken's big old smile.
We were
But
talking. We were
also-
talking at the dungeon. It was great.
Okay,
I feel bad for
Oh, no.
Shoop. He's all on his own. Granted, he's used to that, so he should be fine.
Chicken's gonna come back and be like, I can't wait to see Will again.
That's gonna be no.
But also, like, what led up to that, it was like the whole what led up to that. It was like everyone was just typing like so and so died in like the chat.
Yeah, like, y'all actually believed me. Like y'all thought I died when I did.
Yeah, and so we were just like, hey, this is not cool. People are like, it looks like if one of us actually dies and we jinx it, and then I died like 5 minutes later.
That's what happened. Cause like by the point, it can't happen so often. I was like, okay, by this point, I want someone to die.
And
my
Will
God.
died.
Because like
Not even a minute later. Like what the
And
fuck?
then like he
Fuck you.
should be like say like nothing for like 2 minutes, and you type in chat. You think it's funny now?
Yeah,
Yeah, you were like typing, erasing,
It's
typing, like.
completely my fault this happened.
It was your fault that this happened.
My blood is on your hands.
Also, the coincidence that I was looking at the
That's
map
okay.
from
It's
my
okay,
perspective,
Shoop. It's okay,
right at
Shoop.
the time that you
I got a
died,
teammate
like-
killed too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fucking TP'd without him.
Oh, you
So
left him hanging?
funny story.
Hey, yeah, does anybody have a teleport potion? Yeah, sure, I'll give it to you. Just fucking left clicks it.
So fun story about that.
Here, how do I drop it? Left clicks.
Fun story about that. I was like getting so comfortable with how we were doing shit that like I was kind of moving a little bit, and my hand just moved a little bit off the mouse. I'm
Never be
so
comfortable during a hardcore.
yeah, you don't.
Sounds like a bunch of bullshit to me.
My
It
middle
is.
finger was on the left
Look,
click
Grab's
instead of the
face
right
will be
click,
so
and
hilarious
I'm like
when I leave.
instinctively did
His
that.
middle finger was there to say "fuck you, Grab."
In a way, I guess.
Fuck you, Grab. You should
On,
die.
on exactly Sunday, everyone asked Goldenbrawler for the teleport potion. The look on his face will be priceless.
The look on his face will be priceless when we leave Grab to die in the crew.
You say after that, every time we leave, we make sure everyone is home first.
Yeah, no, I was always last one there. Like everyone goes, and then once everyone's gone, I'm like, okay, I'll take a
I
potion.
went because you said you guys would handle it.
Jesus.
I was
Fucking assholes.
I mean, I could handle it. No
Who
problem.
had the mirror by
Everyone
that
else?
point? Because they're to the blame. Because Gravin said it when we were in the ice caves that like, hey guys, I don't have any recall potions.
Does everyone here have one?
Shoot.
Maybe.
Go. Grab, go, and then me, Toad.
I have the one.
Oh,
Okay, Toad.
alright, we good?
I'll be the last one out. Whoever had the mirror was like, oh, I have a mirror now.
So,
I don't remember who it
I
was.
don't know, but for some reason, I feel that was me.
I don't think it was you. I think it was Toad or Cola.
Hey, hold on a minute.
I
I got some shoddy memory. You're gonna have to
Let's
repeat
be
that.
fair.
What's the thing?
Who had
though,
the
like,
mirror?
Because I didn't have
But
the
the thing, though,
recall
that sounds like
potions.
something
died
I would
because
say.
I'm shitty at the game.
We both had mirrors.
Never mind.
Oh boy, I just got
Yeah, too late.
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
Magic mirror.
What's the thing though? Like, I don't remember myself ever having a milk throughout, like, pretty much the whole like playthrough, but that would be something I would completely say, and then we get someone kill for it.
I just feel bad for Grav. Like, he was asking for recall potions since we went to the ice caves and nobody listened to him because he was so quiet.
Before
And
the
then
ice
the one
caves, I'm
time
pretty
I got
sure.
somebody
I
to
asked,
give it to me, they left me to die.
So,
I asked who needed them, and I then Shoop. I think I gave him to Shoop, right? It was either Shoop or Chicken. I gave him to because I got
The
the
recall
ice
you
cream.
potions?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure you gave them to me.
Yeah, you
All
did.
right.
okay, I do
Yeah,
want
you gave them to me because I'm actually like the worst at Terraria. I was surprised I fucking survived and then got my ass blasted by fucking like,
Spoilers.
shooters.
Right, oh my
Spoilers.
god! Can I just see? Dude, I'm amazed Chicken was alive throughout this whole season.
a
Like,
little bit too. Yeah, to be honest, like
like, God, the amount of time that Chicken was just like, "Fuck it, YOLO, I'm gonna do this." I'm like,
and then he's like, "Oh, guys, help!"
Chicken, we're not going that way. Chicken, we're not going that way. Chicken.
I'm stuck.
Hold up. Chicken, don't move.
I'm
Yeah,
stuck.
like-
Didn't he like?
He was
almost
stuck in the
die,
jungle.
like-
He was stuck.
It's gotten to the point to me where I was like, okay, let me go help him out. But it's gotten to the point where I got so annoyed. But I was like, you know what? Fuck you.
Yeah.
Nah, dude, I was able to survive, baby. I know my Terraria tech, dude. I know the grapple cancel, the
Grapple cancel.
the falling.
I didn't know you were Simon
falling
Belmont.
cancel.
I
I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I had a really good time in Terraria just because.
Oh yeah.
Just because a lot of the conversations we had, yeah. So like, I'm pretty sure like my favorite one was just me coming back. It's like, hey, where's Will? And then she kind of had to say.
Okay.
It's like that. It's like that gif of what's his name, Donald Glover. Like I think no, it's not Donald Glover. It's that one comedian, that black comedian, like walking into the room and there's like the entire room's just on fire.
I know
that one. I know that one.
With
It's
all
like
the pizza
entire
too.
room is on fire.
Yeah.
Like some old guy got shot or something. Like somebody like
I think that's Donald Glover. I'm pretty sure that's Donald Glover.
All right. So I have to get going right now.
Oh shit!
What
really?
do you mean? What the fuck?
We didn't even get to the end of it yet.
I said I could not talk long.
Okay, Shoop, what are your thoughts on the season overall?
It was fucking terrible. You all should die.
Okay, I guess I gotta ask this now. How do you feel having a cheap victory like I did in Minecraft? No. How does it? The real question: how does it feel to attain victory after having it stolen from the dragon last season?
I gotta say it was very. Let's say right now that death last season was utter bullshit.
You were so mad.
Yeah, I was really mad. I was like, okay, because in my mind was like, okay, because I thought I was gonna like die from the very start of Minecraft and see myself get the Ender Dragon. Like, you know what? No, I can do this. I can actually survive. I will survive and I will beat the Ender Dragon. In the moment I thought that, I get knocked right off. I'm like, oh.
You're like,
right.
oh, great.
Oh wait, so like one big thing, does the victory over killing everybody in the group and like dying to like the wall of flesh or some shit make up for that?
Honestly, God, it really did. Cause, well, first of all, we destroyed the wall of flesh. So
Yeah,
that was.
I used Marx's theme for that final battle. If you noticed, Shoop, I used Marx's theme from Star Allies.
Yeah.
Ultimate DLC, please.
Oh my god. Yeah. Well,
it fits so well.
Killing the wall of flesh, that was already satisfying in its own. But
you tried to mine it.
But yeah.
I even put that in the end card. Like how everyone died up to that point. I skipped myself, obviously, Chicken and Toad because they were in a previous thing. I just went on with Will fell from glory, Grav was left behind, Cola experienced a glitch in the Matrix, and then I added yours as just tried to fucking mine the wall of flesh.
But yeah, I like I said, that was good to kill the wall of flesh. However, doing the PvP fights,
that was fucking stupid.
Fuck you for using the nurse. I would have won if you didn't use the nurse.
Toad would have won that. It's true.
All right. So let's be honest here. The classes that we had were kind of broken. Okay. So A, nobody could kill me. B, nobody could get to Shoop. C, fucking you, Alec and Toad had like the fucking B and like bullshit. I don't fucking know.
I didn't have anything. I only had the
Shoop
space.
had the star cannon.
What do you mean? I only had one shot for the star cannon. What are you doing?
I ran out of ammo for my mini shark and
You ran him out of ammo
for the star cannon.
That's why I said you kind of got a bullshit win because Toad just ran out of ammo and couldn't do anything by that point.
Hey, you know what? No. Okay, here's the thing. I had one shot for the star cannon, right? And the mini shark only did probably 3 to 5 damage per hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I really had a yo-yo. That's all I had against you then.
Two last things then before you have to leave. What do you think of this season compared to last season? Like, just overall.
I see this season, at least in my opinion, was a lot more fast-paced than last one.
Really?
Yeah.
A lot of people were complaining it was slower, and I'm like, "No, really?
That's beautiful.
Really?
Dude, no, dude, I would highly disagree, man. Oh my god. I don't, cause I feel like last season we were kind of just like BSing around while we
While we wait.
I was the only one that knew what I was doing.
But not only that, that's another thing. Like, Ali was pretty much the only one who knew what he was doing when it came to Minecraft. In Terraria, I feel we got a lot of things done faster because we had like 3 people. No, actually, no. I guess 4. Yeah, about 4 people who knew pretty much everything about Terraria and what they were
It was
doing.
3.
Nah, dude, it was 4, dude. I knew what I was doing. I was just
No, you
acting
did not.
hard.
But yeah, like I feel when we had more people who knew the ins and outs of Terraria, we were just able to just get things done like instantly.
Yeah,
Dude, things
I
a
can
lot
see
more
that.
like we actually kind of work together. Whereas for Minecraft is like, hey, who's gonna go out exploring? Who's gonna go fuck around with sheep? Who's gonna go fuck around with grass?
I fuck around with sheep.
And last thing before you have to leave, who are you looking forward to playing in Ultimate? Because let's be honest, Ultimate was like along the same timeline.
Isabel, and you know it.
Bruh, who do you think?
Isabel, obviously.
No,
Pit. He's gonna play Pit. He's gonna play Pit, dude.
Guys,
Dark Pit.
the one, the only, King DDD, my boys.
Oh, Jesus.
Die.
Holy
Will.
shit, King die.
Nathan, I know a guy named Nathan. He plays DDD.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
I will say I cannot wait to play Isabel. She looks very, very nice.
Day 1 Isabel ditto me.
I will fight you to death for Isabel. I will be the best.
She is his queen.
Oh wait a minute, hold on.
You know what's
Shoop
funny
also.
about that is Isabel's my ex's name.
God damn it. Anyways,
Just everyone's like, oh.
I got really depressing, real fast.
hard to relate. None of us have
But,
girlfriends.
but it's spelled without the L.
You're not wrong. But
Wait a
yeah.
minute, hold on. Doesn't Cola have a girlfriend?
No.
I wish.
Or is it Grass?
Oh, cool.
I mean, I have a body pillow, so I have half of it.
All right.
Your sister doesn't count.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot he lives in Tennessee. Whoa.
What the fuck
What?
are you talking about?
No, it was a joke. Shoop knows it, dude.
All right, Shoop, you can.
Yeah.
Wait,
all right.
Shoop, Shoop, you're gonna come back, right? You're gonna come back for another season?
I know you don't want to do Minecraft related stuff,
Yeah,
so.
I really don't want to do Minecraft that much. Not too much a fan of it.
It's all good. I know how you
we-
were
we
this
did-
season. You weren't technically supposed to come back this season. We had someone else planned, if you remember that, but
Yeah.
you were like, I'll step down, let this person in.
Well,
and they're like,
yeah,
oh, I gotta
well,
work
'cause
all summer.
after-
And you're like,
dude,
oh, okay.
After like the Minecraft hardcore, I was checked out. I was just so done. I was like, all right, about to get into class. I don't want to do any more of this stuff ever again.
And then,
Alec messaged me. He's like, hey, so the person we're supposed to have kind of bailed on us.
Can you help us
Fill in.
out?
Yeah, I was like,
no,
It's
because
gonna
I was
happen
like,
again. I bet you this is gonna happen fucking again. Yeah, Shoop, kind of need you back.
I already know you're like, you're just like, no, I'm good. All right, Shoop.
so yeah, it was fun talking to you guys. I gotta
Oh,
go.
see ya, dude.
All right, good
see
luck
ya.
with finals,
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck that.
dude.
Bah.
It's fine.
Shoop, do you have a recall potion?
Yeah, I have 5.
All right, me too.
Okay.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
No!
I picked up.
Okay.
All right, now
Let's
that
go back to the actual.
Yeah, now that we go
that
back to
heading
it, I
out-
think this is a good
Fuck
point.
Shoop, man. Not really.
Let's.
Fuck Shoop.
Toad, do you think it's time to talk about the thing? I think it's time.
Yeah, might as well.
What's
criticism,
So
right?
let's address some of the criticism and, in a way, address the toxicity. Okay, we addressed the toxicity. Moving on to the criticism.
Jesus Christ. Okay, Alec, you actually
They don't
need to,
deserve
like,
my
face this
attention.
heads on, dude.
Wait, what?
You actually need to, like, say it.
Oh, I'm not gonna talk about the toxicity. It's just a thing. But the criticisms I will talk about. First up is.
All right, as long as you acknowledge it's toxic. If they're really fans, they should have criticism, which we're gonna go into right now. So, Alec, take it away.
Yeah, well, like I was going to. You fuck. No.
Yeah, you motherfucker! I will leave this call right now.
Oh Jesus.
The mad lad actually did it. Oh,
All right.
And he's back.
All right.
So, last story. That was a problem, and I think something that should be pointed out is there was supposed to be 118 songs in the current Goldenbrawler soundtrack. There was a different song, and Marx's song was added later. And at some point, Vegas fucked up and replaced a Danger song with Last Story, and I failed to notice it, or I was just so done at that point because I was so frustrated with the editing process that I didn't think people would care that much, and apparently they cared. That kind of is similar to the PBG music. I didn't know people would have a problem with that. And Toad, you kind of had a good point.
Is that really PBG music? You're just like adding music into it, like in
there's
post?
a lot of songs that PBG's used, and that's kind of become a staple over the years that like a lot of people don't. And this is a good time to say that I don't know if we mentioned this yet. I know I have to you guys, but I don't know. But like you guys, aside from like being in the main server and saying something every once in a while, you're not a part of the core community of hardcore at all.
Yeah.
So,
I kind of try to be, but
you guys have never seen any fan hardcores besides Alec. Obviously, like you just finally watched one.
yeah. Shout out to Theme Core.
Hell yeah. And,
Jesus. Yeah.
So you guys had no idea of like expectations of the community, which are really high, and it's kind of unfairly high sometimes.
Really?
Because
I never thought of that because
Yeah,
like
'cause-
again.
People are crazy. Like, a lot of people don't like Wall of Flesh as a Terraria goal because there are other fan hardcores that are going for like Plantera or Mech Bosses or stuff like that.
I think.
They're like, oh, you can't do Wall of Flesh; it's too easy. Blah blah blah. Or like,
Wait, what the fuck's a mech boss?
I mean,
it's
let me say it like this. I feel like Wall of Flesh is like the gatekeeper goal. Like everyone has to do it if they do a fan hardcore at some point. So it's like you gotta get it out of the way, anyways.
Plus, like, if you just go straight for like a certain later on thing, then like for a second season, it's the same thing. Like if you start with the hardest goal,
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, like, so yeah, again, you guys like aren't in the main community, and like the only, so like, of course, there's if you're from the PBG server or like in hardcores, then you're gonna know there's like a ton of them out there. If you're like high over Hill Dreams, you're probably watching it. You're even like every single fan hardcore ever, you know of like every single fan hardcore. Obviously, there's a lot of different standards and stuff that are like kind of like unspoken. And
that's why I don't know about them, because nobody tells me that they exist.
Yeah, and like I was like trying to say, like the way you edit things is
very shitposty in a way.
We edited them, and then like we didn't see the episodes until they were uploaded, which is something I'm assuming Todd does. Whereas a lot of other fan hardcores I've noticed, and a lot of ones I'm in, the editor edits the episode, renders it out, and like asks for pointers and stuff, and then posts it in the server, and lets the cast watch it and like critique it and stuff, and so the editor can fix it.
Colin Grab, I think this is a point to step in.
Yeah, he does that with us pretty regularly.
I do, because anytime
That's where the clown car idea came from.
Yeah, exactly. Like, we do meetups where I show them the episodes when I get them done.
You guys all know each other, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we jerk off in a circle.
Sounds like exactly like what friends do, you know?
You mean just play Smash? Because, I mean, there...
Yeah, we jerk around.
That's literally what you guys do? Are you kidding me?
Just play Smash.
We sit around and play Smash and talk about how our lives suck.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yo, fucking mood.
Yeah, that's everybody's mood, to be honest, dude. Everybody's mood in Alex's hardcore team, dude. We're all depressed.
But the whole PBG music thing, like I said, I didn't know that was a
real
problem. No
hardcore
one said
producer
anything about it in
ones.
Minecraft Hardcore, so I was like, okay, there's no problem with it. There's a problem with it, apparently. But I only used like 20 tracks, so that's why I was kind of like, isn't everybody overreacting a little bit? I kind of got Last Story, but the rest I was like, is this a little bit of an overreaction? Like, there's a fair assessment here that I didn't know of, but some people were, yeah, so...
I had the idea of the 999 music without ever seeing a PBG hardcore.
Oh yeah, definitely. That's where we got a lot of tracks from. Is last season.
It's just his ideas. Just like
I proposed the idea without ever seeing a single episode of PBG hardcore.
I tried to focus on tracks I wanted to see this season and not like bother anybody. That was kind of the goal with my tracks with this. But There was one case, I don't remember, I think Will suggested the Disgaea music, and I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Good ass OST. And also not many people use it since it's a rather, what do you call it?
Obscure?
Niche?
Yeah, obscure. It's a rather obscure game. And niche is also a word, but yeah.
It's a word, and it exists.
It does exist, but yeah. Yeah, it also has a lot of, since it's like an RPG, it pretty much has like the tension music, the final boss music.
A lot of funny as shit music.
Yeah. The yakety sax music.
Like Popping Pink I used for when Chicken goes to pick up the, like, oh hey, the demolitionist is here. Everyone starts flashing red.
Hell yeah.
Except Chicken.
Oh god, the
we got demolitionist. Ooh, wait a minute. Hold on. Where's
no, chicken, no.
Wait.
Stop.
What?
No.
Hold on. No, it's for self-defense, bro.
Stop.
Goodbye, chicken.
Right to bear arms. Come on.
Yo, can we just kill Chicken right now?
No. I'm so sad that like explosives don't hurt like my teammates.
I told you.
Yeah, I know. You told me. I'm just like, dude, I don't believe you, dude. And then I had to believe you.
Yeah.
And
then
they don't hurt yourself.
And then some people brought up that recall potions were kind of used a lot, but it's Terraria.
I wouldn't know.
Poor...
Get fucked. I'm sorry.
They were just playing it a little too safe,
what the
but...
Oh, sorry. There's somebody that just pulled up outside my door, and I thought they were stopping, but they're just parking. Okay.
This is where the real hardcore begins.
No. And
It's like, what the fuck?
I don't know. I don't really know how to say that. Just recall potions exist, so why would people not use them? It's just Terraria. It's how it works.
Yeah, and I think banning recall potions, like, yeah, that makes things harder, but that's just kind of dumb because you get comboed, you're just dead. Like,
I remember Topin made a good point about it because he's like, well, imagine recalls in our Minecraft season. Brian wouldn't have died, Grav wouldn't have died, Cola wouldn't have died, Chicken wouldn't have died. Everyone just would have recalled home completely safely.
That's a completely, like, different game there. Like, Terraria has things that one-shot you, but, well, I guess Minecraft does too. I don't know.
Also,
dude,
shout out to Topin
since I
said
it's
it.
fucking stupid.
Pretty quick to that wither in the first season. I doubt I would have had time to pull out a recall potion.
Oh, it's debatable. And can we... Shoop's gone, so it's safe to say, fuck the Star Cannon.
Star Cannon? Yeah, I know.
Little too potent. I get that it was, he wanted to make that,
He did have a good idea
but...
to, like, use it, because, like, he knew it was strong, but, like, still.
It might have been a little too strong if you watched the
like,
boss
once we
fights
got to the
after
dungeon and all four of us, I'm like, there's no way we're losing.
Just watch the Queen Bee fight again and just see how quickly that bitch dies, and you're like, yeah, that might have been a poor thing to do. I do feel like without the Star Cannon, somebody could have died there, but eh.
I would have died, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's just stuff like, I don't know.
Actually, fun fact, did you know during the beehive fight that when you guys said don't break the thing before you guys started setting up, I was really tempted to just because I kind of knew how far ahead we were.
The guy that was gonna be in this season, but was the guy that was gonna be in the season that I know that was gonna be in instead of Shoop. He was messaging me as soon as he saw the episode, and he's like, "Dude, you know I would have broke that immediately as soon as someone said not to do it." I'm like, "Yeah, I know you would."
I wanted to break it so bad, but it was too predictable. You guys were already out. You were already yelling at me not to do it. And I'm like, I'm standing next to Chicken the whole time. We're both up there next to it. I'm like, I'm hoping.
Yeah, I was really wanting to do it, but I guess I was too much of a bitch. Oh well.
Well, I would have blamed me because I was right next to you.
Or
at least I think I was.
I know.
Yeah, you were right next to me. It was right after the time where I smuggled you like 3 hearts or some shit.
It was a very tender moment.
Yeah. And then everybody's like, "Where's all the hearts?" And then you fucking used it right in front of them.
I died. I used most hearts and died.
I saw one comment saying, "Are we really going 8 episodes without a death, like, regularly?" And I was like, honestly, there's not really much way to do that without it being scripted, and fuck scripted deaths. Those suck. You know?
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm falling from
People complain about pacing and like, oh, it's not a question of if they're gonna win, it's a question of who's gonna win. But like, honestly, if you're watching a hardcore and you're only like looking at that, then that's
kind of how I view certain hardcores. Like Minecraft Hardcore 4 is one of my favorites, just because it's still hardcore, but it has a decent amount of tension to it. You know, I can see Terraria in general not really being able to have very much tension, except unless someone hits a trap.
Yeah, like that's like pretty much the only thing that can kill you.
And no one died from a trap. That was like the one thing. Like everyone's like,
Shoop almost did. He almost blew himself up.
Yeah, that would
have been so funny.
I watched that back and I'm like, was he just a block away from death?
Yeah.
Like, jeez. In terms of pacing, yeah, maybe I could have cut a little bit out. I probably should have in the first 12 episodes. That probably could have been more like 10, but still, I don't know. I had a different idea when I had the first 12 episodes done. Once they were done, it's like, yeah, shit, what do we do?
Right.
And I know somebody said the episodes were a little too long. I disagree. I think 20 minutes is a good runtime. I mean,
there's some, like, the finale was really long. Like,
that was mostly because I was like, oh, hey, I did a half-hour finale last season. I'm gonna do that again this season. I don't know. That was a little before people were starting to be like, why are the episodes so long? I'm like, oh no.
Right, and it was already done by then. So like,
yeah, and I was not going back into Vegas. I would have had like PTSD flashbacks of like,
yeah, and like speaking
3
of
months,
editing,
3 months.
Like talk about like how editing complicated your like life.
It's really bad. I had a job offer, declined it, so I had more time to work on it. It was bad.
Wait, oh yeah, I remember you declined.
There was a point when I was sick. I remember that. I remember this really well. It was really bad. I had a stomach virus, I think. And instead of being a normal person resting, I stayed up the next 48 hours with a bucket next to my desk so I could put more time into editing while I was doing that.
What is wrong with
bad.
you, Alec?
Oh my god, I cringe just like thinking about it. Like I would hate myself. Like,
oh, I already do.
Well,
Jesus Christ, Alec.
Yeah.
So not
are
only
you literally
are you
just like gonna invite the people who want to do your hardcore just as depressed people, dude? Because everybody sounds depressed now.
When
you, man.
When real hardcore. Okay, so like sort of in defense, not only one of the community's like expectations.
Yeah.
2, you literally you said you declined a job offer.
Yeah.
What the fuck? And didn't you also have to like change your like schedule and like workout schedule and all that stuff?
I stopped jogging so I could do this more.
So
yeah, I gained weight from it.
Someone,
It's
for someone who has to do like adult stuff like that, and
adult like, stuff, working
adult
out.
Stuff. Hey, listen. Anyway.
I'm sorry, it's just because I don't work out and
you're showing your age, Toad.
Give me like 3 months.
Wait, 3 months and then you'll turn 18, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, 25.
No. 42.
So yeah, like obviously there were like it's fair to have criticism about the season, but there was a lot of just stuff that was just blatantly rude and like, you know who you are. Like, okay, feel free to like, oh, Toad, he's calling people out. Yeah, I know, I am. Okay. Because there's some stuff that I started like not only did it get on my nerves, but it's just like a huge morale killer, and there's no reason for you like for people to be saying those sort of things, especially with like the whole dislike bombing thing. Like, okay, never mind. Thanks for the views, but anyway.
Jesus Christ!
Code snap.
It's just obnoxious because like, not only is it annoying to moderate, like in that like you're not there's like it's just how hard is it to not be a dick?
I don't know, like
certain things.
In this day and age, it's so hard to be not like for people on the internet to not be dicks. To be honest.
Let me give you my perspective of. Like, I remember at first I was getting a little defensive about stuff because, you know, all the stuff considering 3 months of my life went to shit real quick, but I had a little bit of a right to be a little defensive, play the toxic people, be a little coy to them, but it was like, yeah, that's not really working to my favor, and it's just like, I know there's bound to be some toxic people, it's like, whatever. Like, I got over it real quick, but it was a little annoying, but like, yeah, I mean,
joke about like they'll get like let's say something and then get in trouble and then joke about it. It's like, fuck off, you're not funny. Anyway.
It's
I was
whatever.
just pretending to be jokes on you. I was just pretending to be a dickhead.
Anyway, it's just. I think a lot of the complaints are valid, but I also feel like the reason things were the way they were is also very valid.
Yeah. I feel like it was probably a bad idea to throw the teaser out in that Dark Samus video I did when I was only we only had 2 sessions recorded when I threw out the teaser, like...
Yeah, that might not have been...
And we were delayed a little bit, and I didn't get... I wasn't unable to get...
My dad kept taking me places on Saturdays.
Yeah, it was just, oof. Saturdays, Sundays, Friday, it's just, I don't know. This season's just PTSD. I do believe Terraria is going to be kind of backthought for a little bit.
1 a.m. EST is when we have to usually start work sessions, so it's not easy to schedule.
Yeah, it can be pretty bad.
I can't do weekdays considering I work 10-hour days at night.
Yeah.
I mostly can't do weekdays either because I have school and job and shit like that.
Yeah, we all have like...
We all have lives outside of this. Like, we understand
I didn't
you
for
guys
3
want
months.
this to be as perfect
This
as
was my
possible.
life for 3 months.
Yeah, literally, Alec put his blood, sweat, and tears, and like
Literally.
every chance he got that like needed some help, he would reach out to all of us because, yeah, hardcore for him is like his full-time job that he doesn't get paid for.
Yeah, I don't.
So
I can't monetize this shit. I do it because it's fun.
Like, we're just like a group. Like
we're just a group of friends playing, and then
I do it for fun, and I want to make it as unique as I can.
We want to make it as perfect as possible, and we understand that like you guys have such a high expectation, but there's just so much that like a bunch of rookies could do. You don't go up to like a high school basketball team and say, "Why don't you do this play?" The people in the NBA do this play. It's like they can't. They don't have resources.
And there is like I said, I do have a bit of a difference of opinion on what hardcore is compared to how the community views it. So I imagine there's a little bit of butting heads there, a little bit.
There's always going to be that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just I'm just trying to make my stuff as unique as possible and try to have fun doing it.
And like doing it within the time constraints of like managing the rest of your life. Like
yeah, exactly.
A lot of other editors in the community aren't as old as you. Like Simaz is hi Simaz. There's no way in hell you'll find this video, but hi. I believe he's 18 and like just turned 18. So like his past few seasons, while like he doesn't have a lot of time in the world, he has a lot more than someone like you. Like
yeah,
and a lot of other editors just have a lot of time to sit down and edit.
Because there's life shit. There's just
and when things screw up, it's
wait until Smash Ultimate comes out. It's gonna be really weird for content when that comes out because that's gonna be more of a focus than when that happens.
When people just shit on it, it's even more demoralizing. Like, it's one thing to say that, like, I don't like this. I think this should be better, and you can fix that by doing this. But just going in and saying, oh man, this sucks because this, and nothing else, you're doing nothing but making a bad name for yourself.
Yeah, honestly, like, I don't have to deal with, like, nearly as many, like, probably, like, bad comments since I don't really upload to YouTube that often. But sometimes, like, especially on, like, my very first combo video, it's a really fucking bad combo video. I won't deny that. Like, it's very clearly dated in a product of this time. But if someone's being, like, really overly just, like, hostile, I just, like, won't even interact with them. I'll just, like, delete the comment.
There's just no reason to.
Because odds are they won't go back to the video to see if you deleted the comment unless they're, like, extremely petty. Which is just a whole nother bag of worms.
Yeah,
but,
you don't need that shit. Like, you don't need any, like, that negativity. There's no reason.
Yeah, I'll just like, thankfully YouTube sometimes like auto flags comments that say shitty stuff, so they won't appear in the first place. But yeah, sometimes if it's like getting way too, if like someone says something, I'm just like, that's not okay. I'll just like, I'll just delete it, and it's a lot better for my psyche because at the end of the day, by interacting with people like that, you lose.
And like, think of it like that, but in a Discord server where messages are going rapid fire, like over and over. Like, it's incredibly hard to respond to everybody.
Yeah, it was pretty weird when, like I said, this season's going on. There was a point where I just like, I was looking for feedback at first, and then there were points where I just stopped looking at the server in general, just like,
Yeah, so it's like since Alec hasn't been seeing the server for a little while, like he kind of misses some of like the good points you make. Like the good points get offset by the bad points a lot, and
Unfortunately.
yeah. Unfortunately, and this is how like a lot of players do it too. So it's like, you know how Hungrybox is basically like super bad and stuff like that because of all, like this negative shit. Yeah, it's basically the same thing. It's like, what? We're not doing anything. We're not
he's
killing.
Like crucified by the smelly community.
Yeah, dude, we're not bad. We're not doing anything wrong. I hope. It's like, it's just, if you guys think we're a cheap imitation, that's basically what fan hardcores are. It's like we're trying to imitate because we really like PvG, you know.
Yeah, well, kind of. Except I try not to be cheap, but...
Well, I haven't watched a PvG thing in a long time, but I fucking love Space Hamster.
I've never really watched a PvG thing, so I just imitate the only people who play video games on the internet that I do watch.
I know
So
Chicken and Will did.
Goldenbrawler.
Chicken and Will, you guys both have.
Yeah, I watch PV. I used to be like pretty big on the PvG hardcore. I'm like super behind. I haven't even like finished like their second Terraria hardcore.
Yeah, that's from a while ago.
I don't think you want to say that, dude. Everybody's gonna like flame you.
Just spoilers all over.
Achievement Hunter.
Minecraft 5 is one of the best ones.
I really like.
I could agree with that.
I know I haven't watched in a while, but I really loved fucking Mine Z.
Yeah,
that one was one of my. Just because of the storyline.
Incredibly blessed with Mine Z.
Oh yeah. But my favorite part when it was like when they had to leave like Dean back at the pirate. when they had to leave like Dean back at the pirate ship.
Yeah.
And then you think he's dead, and then it's like, meanwhile at the pirate ship, you're like, oh shit, is Dean gonna have a separate story? And then it just cuts to like the pirate ship, and you see your
I was so mad about that.
Dean died.
I like how they announced it though. That was funny, but
it was so funny. And it's like the most like, cause it was like Dean was like one of my favorite.
How am I supposed to feel with this information?
Yeah, Dean was like one of my most favorite like players of just in general of just like the hardcore.
He's always been my favorite. Like he always. Like, if you go back to Minecraft 1, there's a lot of like shitty comments about him. But now he's like one of the best players and one of the.
I always kind of liked Dean, but
I loved Dean from. I loved Dean
my
from
favorite.
Day 1.
Yeah,
I liked him. He said something in Terraria 3 that kind of stuck with me. How he likes to be the person that gets the shit end of the stick in conversations, but he does that so everyone else is having a good time. And I'm like, I get that a little bit.
He's the fall guy.
That's respect. Like, major respect for anyone who could be the fall guy.
I'm pretty sure you get the shit end of the stick like most of the time too, Alec.
I kind of do.
Let's be honest here.
I shit on myself.
Like, Alec, where's the next video, you fucker?
Oh, yeah. 2019 is going to be a little different, but I did want to get back to...
Way to date the video, asshole.
I did want to talk about our experience. I know Shoop said it briefly, but... Like, Shoop, Toad, and I are, like, the ones that, like, knew the game the most.
Right.
I knew it up to an extent.
Yeah, that's why I was saying you and Grav, like, were, like, the average player. Like, you knew some stuff, but you didn't entirely know everything about the game.
I'd probably say above average, but that's just me projecting.
I'm definitely below average on that regard.
And then, yeah, Chicken and Will, like, Will, you only got, like, an hour with the game before hardcore.
Yeah, so I'm glad. How many episodes did I make it to again? Was it like 4?
4. You doubled Brian, so you're.
Yo, let's go. I made it. I got 4.
So
hours worth of footage.
Yeah, I'm honestly glad I made it that far. I didn't think. I thought I would be like. I kind of suspected I'd be the first to die since I only played like Terraria once before then. But I'm glad I made it as far as I did, and it was a funny haha moment.
Yeah,
I swear, your death was like, you had everyone in panic mode for like a few episodes until we started doing reckless shit in the ocean.
Come on, buddy.
You guys are...
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Oh no!
I'm alive!
Get up, just get up and...
I lagged and it hit me.
Shoop trying to press an explosive, you know.
I tried going off on my own and you all yelled at me.
Yeah.
Every single time, it was Kohler or Grav would always go off on their own. Like, it was one of your two. Like, every single
Grav did
time.
not ever go off.
I-
Oh yeah, he did.
No, I don't think so. It was usually
I
me and
only
Grav
did
stuck
once.
together, I think. I think it was more Cola and Chicken.
Rule 1,
I
never
only
split
remember
up the
doing it
party.
once, and that was because everybody left me.
I went off by myself.
yeah.
And sent Chicken after me. That's what happened.
Grav was on
Yes.
his own when we all recalled and left him there.
And then just pure death. And then Cola just lagged off a floating island and death. It, like you said, it was like when he was
Can we all
like
just
he was
talk about our
closer
deaths?
than ever before, and he. There were some
I
other
forgot
things
about
I did
one.
want to have mentioned. Cola,
Right, yeah.
what the fuck happened on the floating island? You.
All right. What you don't see because of the cleverly edited footage is that Chicken actually pushed me off the floating island.
I was there. I saw.
I didn't push you off the floating island. All right.
All right.
He
I
said
did.
Fusor died.
Well, let's talk about this realistically here. We had already delayed 3 recording sessions, and I knew that. That's why I mentioned earlier the only reason this got done on time was partially due to my death. And I worked a really early shift that day, and I was extremely tired, and I did not want to record, but I knew if I delayed it anymore, it'd fuck up the whole series. Well, I wasn't delaying it in the first place, but this last thing would delay it even more. And I went on there super fucking tired, and you could probably tell from the footage that I sound like a drunken asshat or something. I sound tired as fuck. I hope it comes off across that I was tired as fuck, because I was. And I got the Star Fury being a hoarding asshole, because that's what I do in games. I hoard all the good items to be an asshole to everyone else.
It's true.
And
he plays games to be assholes to other people, not for himself.
exactly. Exactly. So I jump off the floating cloud, and I'm like, okay, I gotta have like a cloud. After like midway falling, I'm like, I gotta have a cloud in a bottle or wings or something, because I've played this game before. I gotta have these items. Oh fuck, this is my hardcore character. I don't have any of that shit. So I'm rapidly pressing like the button on my mouse I have mapped to be the grapple, and it's just not coming out. It's going out of my body and then back in and then out and then back in, because I was lagging too. That was the other thing. That not only was
You can
I
see
a
it in
tired
Toad's
fucking
footage.
asshole, not only was I a tired asshole, I was lagging so bad that night compared to others.
Yeah, Toad, you noticed and you were like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I saw him like come back, and I was like, oh, he's back.
I fell off the cloud. I saw your guys' footage. I fell off the cloud 3 times, two or three times.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And people say you just slipped off. It's like, no, you just
Didn't you say,
glitched
like,
the fuck
beforehand
off.
Didn't you say you just were playing with a character that had wings beforehand?
I was playing a game before that had wings. That was the character I was playing with, Grav and Alec. But
Yeah.
it wasn't. I wasn't playing with them. It was the character I was playing with them. So it had some good shit. So everything was in my mind, and it was a bad headspace. And then I died, and I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, you said the grapple finally came out normally right when you hit
it
the
came
ground.
out like right before I was about to hit the ground.
That death was just sad to watch at multiple.
And we had
instances.
just started the session too. Like it was like
5 minutes in.
Well,
and it's just...
I got to go to bed. That was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bonus.
That was about it.
Speaking of bonuses, when they die, if I had not died on the second session, I would have been playing from a garage.
With a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
No, not even
Knowledge.
a Lamborghini. Not
Old memes.
I would have been playing in a garage with none of my stuff out of the boxes, except exactly what I needed. in
Oh
order-
yeah, that was a big thing you were talking about. You're like, dude, I don't know. If
That's
I'd
why
be
it
able
took you
to
so
play
long
next
to get the
session.
overlay done, and why it was kind of a little rushed.
As in, after I died, I went, well, I guess I'll have enough time to pack my stuff now. And I immediately started packing all of my computer shit into boxes.
What's another? Oh, the old one's army. Can we talk about that?
I was wrong.
Yeah, you were just like, oh, it's gonna be super hard because it's gonna be hard mode related.
It's easy.
And then we went through it in like 10 minutes. Like it was like
And
another
every
10
single,
minutes. I cut
every
it.
single wave, we're like, okay, this is when it gets hard. Trust me, it's gonna get hard. And then we beat it. I was like, what the fuck?
You and Shoop had some issues. I remember you guys were like, "Oh, this guy's getting too close." And
I want. Did I
Me and
say I wanted to
Chicken.
do it?
me and Chicken, You were great in that. You were just sitting there with the beekeeper spamming it, and I was spamming the space gun, and nothing could get past us. We're just like,
Yeah.
so, how you doing?
Yeah, dude, that was.
While Toad and Shoop are screaming on the other side.
Oh right, okay, there's flying guys now.
I want to go through walls too.
I don't know what you two are talking about, me and Chicken.
I go through walls too. Oh my god.
Chicken? Oh.
Yo, what's up?
What the fuck?
Yo, so Alec, how's your day? You know? It's
Oh, it's been good. How have you been?
You know, I could. It was pretty good, I'd say. It was really fun meeting my friends again. So it's like, yo, where'd you eat today? You know, did you go to like some good gourmet place? You know?
We went to a fancy burger
Nah, I
place.
got
It was
still got
nice.
500 left.
What about you? What did you eat today?
Oh!
Let's see. I ate some Raisin Canes, so like chicken fingers, and then I ate some taquitos actually for dinner. Oh wait, hold on. The wave is done.
Damn, really? I thought this would be a lot more difficult.
Can we talk about the curse? Can we talk about the curse?
Which curse? Which curse?
The fact that
The curse
one of our
Oscar.
guests died, then Grav died 8 episodes later, and then Cola was the third to die, just almost exactly like Minecraft. Except we'll live 2 episodes longer.
Yeah, I mean it's not
Chicken
really a
got killed by a
curse.
skeleton, and then Shoop fell. Then, man.
Both of my deaths were
It
fucking
was
stupid.
born, and then it was broken as soon as we defeated the Wall of Flesh, because Chicken murdered me because I was super fucking tired. That's a fun thing. If anyone wants to know how tired I was, I did For Glory Friday number 4. It was like the finale of some small Smash 4 series I did. That was recorded directly after we had like left the call. We were done. It's like, it's 5 in the morning. Let's record this shit. Because I need to do it yet. You know, I was so tired.
Let's think about it. Let's think about the curse this way. Both of the first guests died in a hole. Both times Grav died. He was left behind somehow.
I did die in a hole.
Yep.
And then
and then my death was fucking stupid in both. So it works out with all three. It's a curse.
But as I said, Chicken murdered me, then Chicken died, then Toad died, and Shoop was the last one alive. So
Yeah, so it's not really a curse, I guess. We need like one more hardcore series, which is coming up in I don't fucking know.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't fucking know.
I don't know. Oh, don't tell them
next
about the
hardcore
hardcore coming out like next fall.
All right, so
Oh,
Alec, do
jeez.
you have anything else on your checklist, or can we talk about next hardcore?
Talk about that.
There were 2 more things I wanted to mention, like how we referenced fighting. Literally every session we referenced some fighting game in some capacity. First one was all about Ultimate.
No, every single time.
Second
we
time
all
was
like
BlazBlue.
fighting games, though. You like you and me like BlazBlue. I like Dragon Ball Z. Everybody here likes Smash.
Yeah,
Literally, we're fighting game people.
Third session, we talked about the updated Direct with K. Rool and all that, and then in the final session, it was we mentioned Dragon Ball Fighters at some point, and that's why at the very end I put the dramatic finish when Shoop died to the wall. Let's go! Let's go! Ah!
Yes.
Oh man, that's
That's
awful.
my favorite one.
That's really funny though.
Yeah, that was
Grab
just how I
someone and
ended
smash
the
the
series. Just, oh, that was great. I was saying how I was tired, and I think if you guys were watching, like, when you guys watched the finale, you probably noticed, you see me, like, everyone recalls back out of hell, and I'm just sitting there like, oh, I'm just like sitting there, I don't know what I was doing, but I'm just sitting there, I opened my inventory, and I'm like trying to jump to a safe spot to recall, because for some reason, I was like, oh, it's like a Hearthstone or something. I'm like, how the fuck did I mix that up? So I'm like trying to run away from an enemy at 70 health in hell, and Toad's screaming to get back. And I'm just like, oh yeah, it's just instant.
I have always wondered about that. Is like fan hardcores. What do you do in like? We're all just a ragtag group of people. What happens when the main brain of the operation disappears due to a death? Leave in the comments below. What gives you the inspiration to go on every day?
Yo, dude,
Smash
I am.
Ultimate comes out in 5 days.
Oh, dude, I actually get to pick it up
Hey,
on Thursday. I'm so happy.
Yeah, it's
What the
funny how
fuck?
this is just co-aligned with Smash
Yeah,
Ultimate.
I get to pick it up at Thursday at the GameStop right next to my school at 9
How?
o'clock. Because
9 o'clock,
everybody
please.
there is a college person that works part time, and it's during like week 10/finals week. So they're kind of just like, hey, you guys could pick up your copy of Smash Ultimate like a day early. We gotta go home and study. I'm just like, hey,
Wait,
sweet.
do they get to? Okay, so if you work there, do you get to like play it early?
Yeah, you get to play it early if you work there.
I did want to mention, because I'm sure people are curious, because I remember I looked at the wiki and I saw people saying like they were confused on who the regulars of the cast are, and I think
There's a
now
wiki?
yeah, there's a wiki.
Looking at it now.
But the regular cast members, I kind of left that ambiguous. I said Colaman and Grav, but Chicken is also a part of the regular cast, so he'll be in every season, hopefully. I hope. So
I'll try my best to be in every season.
yeah, so that's kind of our squad of 4. Like I said, Shoop was meant to be he was not meant to come back. He wanted someone else to take his spot, but that guy kind of left because work schedule was insane. And yeah, so Shoop came back. So yeah, figured I'd clarify on that just in case anyone's curious. And
Oh wait, yeah, that's cool. Oh wait a minute, hold on. Wait, what's the last point that you wanted to talk about?
I did want to say that I think people might have picked up on this, but I do like adding returning guests in from a previous season and trying to get them to interact with different cast members. It's kind of fun like that. And it's a little easier because finding 3 new people every season can be a bit of a nightmare, as this season proved. So
Yep.
yeah.
Oh,
Dude,
this
that, like,
transition
wouldn't show
to
up
my
and, like, yeah. Fuck you,
this
dude.
transitions to my next question. So Alec, about how many new people do you want for this special version of a video game that we're gonna be playing
The one we're doing the fall or whatever?
next season? Yeah.
I'll be honest. I wanted to give this upcoming month of December just time to run through, go through winter and kind of just see what everyone's thinking, like, on what we want to do for the next season. I had a fun idea for a channel update that I was gonna just talk about all of my content in general, and I would probably announce that all there.
Oh, going from like Doki Doki Literature Club to
Like,
I
Smash.
streamed that game. Fuck that game.
It's a good game.
Mikado Shoujo number 1.
What?
Monica's my favorite. I have a little standee of her.
What Doki Doki?
you get away from my wife. No, I'm
Panic
kidding.
Disco.
So I do want to put...
how many people? Like I'd say grab like 3 new people.
First, I just wanted to do kind of what I did with Shoop before he had to leave, and I'm gonna ask y'all some questions in order of death and whatnot, so... God, this
Darius,
is like...
get the fuck back inside, please.
Yo, I didn't know you had a
fuck is
League of
that?
Legends champ.
Let the copper die, sweet. Worst fucking die in the game.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh!
No!
Get fucked.
First up, I'm gonna ask you, Will. As the first death, you had a unique perception of the season. How did that feel?
It's like, because like it's weird not being able to because
You don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I had to leave the Discord, and I was just like, oh shit, I wonder if they made it.
Yeah, and then we
So it's
invite
sort
you
of
back,
like-
and you're just like, everyone's still here. I don't understand.
Yeah.
And then the season progresses, and you're like, oh, that's how it happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
I asked this question last season, but because I want to add a little more to it, because I usually just asked one thing and then whatever, but I wanted to get into what was your favorite part of this season in general?
I really liked just I liked just shit posting with Shoop before I died. That was pretty fun. I think also
Perish.
I forget who it was, but I think it was either during the test run or the actual run, where there's just a shit ton of slimes. I think Shoop was just like, I'm going in, and just jumps down, and then almost fucking dies and has to recall out.
Oh, that was Toad in the what was that, episode 2?
Yeah, that was episodes. Yeah, that was
me?
Toad.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
know,
like, yeet on him and jumped down into a bunch of slimes and nearly died.
Oh yeah, I was at like 30 or something.
Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was like, oh shit.
And I almost
Oh.
like slipped in after that.
Yeah. Last
I'm so
thing.
confident.
Who will you main in Ultimate?
Mario.
Lucario, obviously. I wanted to drop him, but Sakurai gave him like too many buffs, so now I have to use him. But I'm also gonna be trying
Link?
my boy Link. Yeah, the husbando, and it's.
I heard
if
you
there's
looking at
one thing
Richter.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at Richter too. Possibly like, maybe even like Pokemon Trainer, Inkling, one of the. Basically, Lucario, Link, and then whoever I find fun that ends up being top tier. But what we really need is my actual main, which is the Gerudo cross-dressing Link alt.
Oh my god.
We need that, but Sakurai is a damn coward and won't put it in the game.
Oh shit. Okay.
I need this.
you need to survive on it.
I need this.
You need to survive off of the questionable liquid. Okay, anyway.
Oh mama.
But
Jesus Christ.
okay.
Orange discharge.
What okay. What would your social media be so people can find you and look at your stuffs?
Twitter's just BugCatcherWill, just no spaces. No, I was lucky enough that I didn't have to add an underscore to my handle or anything like that. YouTube's the same. Same with Twitch. I actually got pretty lucky that I managed to get all those usernames on all those sites without having to like put an underscore or anything after it. So yeah, that's where you can find me. I shitpost a lot on Twitter. Most of it's bad. But yeah, that's about it.
Next up is the one who can no longer trust me, Grav.
Yeah, you expect me to trust you beforehand?
I just I wanted to ask
I don't even
you.
trust my left hand.
I wanted to ask you. This season must have been a big difference for you, considering you're usually the homestead, but you were more of the fighter in this one.
Yeah, because there's
There's no homesteading to
Minecraft.
do.
Yeah, there's not much homesteading to do in Terraria, or there might be.
Are you shooting one of my fences?
I just don't understand Terraria at all.
Since you're a returning veteran, I'm going to ask you a different question for this part. What do you think of this season compared to last season?
I feel like I had more to do last season, but I also felt like I had a comfortable what the hell is going on in this season.
That's understandable. And the last question, who are you looking forward to play in Ultimate? Bayo?
The only one I can play, yeah.
Yeah, because you don't really play Smash, so you just kind of are like, oh, hey, Bayoneta's in the game, cool.
I only play Smash when other people are playing Smash.
Next up, the one who barely didn't make it, I guess you could say, Cola.
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
I would say social media for Grav, but you really don't have social media, neither does Cola.
I have nothing.
But
yeah, that's
Closest
pretty
thing I
deep.
have
You
is
have
my
you
Tumblr,
have
and
nothing.
that's dead.
We live in a society.
Same.
even with your death, though, Cola, did
a
you
hole
feel
in
like
my
you did
underwear.
better?
Huh?
Do you feel you did better this season, like even with your death, compared to last season? Do you think you did a better
Yes
job?
and no. I died in equally stupid ways both seasons. They're both equally really easily preventable. This season was easier because I know more about Terraria than I do about Minecraft, but at the same time I had a way easier time recording the first Minecraft thing. Go back to my story earlier if you need a little more context on that, but
Yeah.
doing better overall, I'd say it's about equal
And what do you think of this season compared to the last one?
in terms of which.
Just in general.
I liked it. I had fun. had fun in both seasons. I'd probably say I had more fun in the first one because it was something new, and also I didn't know Minecraft all that much. I mean, I knew Minecraft because it's Minecraft, you know Minecraft, but there was a little more mystery to it.
It's a lot more open-ended than Terraria. Terraria is kind of just straightforward in a way.
Yeah, you got what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. And I already know who you're looking forward to playing Ultimate, but I'll let you say.
Let's not inform the audience.
Are you sure?
All of them are. Nah, I'm just fucking with you. I've been playing I like Young Link and Melee. That was my main. I know it's trash, but from what I hear from the insiders, you know, get a little closer here. I gotta tell you, he might be top tier.
Yeah, he's not gonna be. He's not gonna be top tier because Zero said he was top tier.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, don't say that, because...
Oh no!
When has he been right? He said like Rosa was number one, then he said
just censor
Ryu
this
was
whole
number
part.
one.
He said Roy was...
He's never been right.
You're gonna jinx
Oh,
Toad.
dude, he's so broken. Oh, he threw me off the level at 50 and I died. That's
a really uncanny impression. But also like the only time he was right.
Dude.
Yeah. Also, the only time he was right was with Bayonetta, and that was like it took a while.
So fucking broken, dude. He just
So
off
fucking
the level, He's dead.
Oh my god, this is. Are you actually Zero?
Yeah, you got me.
Toad is Zero,
See,
confirmed.
Here's the fun thing. I love playing Smash Brothers, and I'm halfway decent at it, except I never use shields because I'm a fucking dumbass who doesn't remember to hit the fucking left and right buttons.
And you don't grab either. You've been trying
I occasionally grab.
That's like the pretty big game.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I know. It's a pretty big game, and yet I could still be.
Trust me, he fights me who does that regularly. I was next, so I've already talked more than enough, but I will say this was a lot more of a pain to finish up compared to Minecraft, but it was still a fun experience overall. Definitely worth it.
Do you agree with my sentiments?
Yeah. New guests. I wanted Will on for Minecraft. You weren't able to make it because you just didn't like Minecraft, and
Not that I didn't. I just don't have the means to play it.
Yeah.
I just can't run it, unfortunately.
And then Toad, like, I remember I was thinking of having you on, but I was like trying maybe a little too hard to stay isolated and like make GBHC its own thing.
Yeah,
and you're just kind of like, you don't really need to do
a
that.
fair number of other things.
And you were talking to me about that, and you're like, you know, it would probably be better for the fans considering they'd know people in the fan hardcore community. And I'm like, you know, oddly enough, I never thought about that. And I'm like, fuck it, Toad, you want on?
That sounds like, hey, you should have me. No, that sounds. Because Funcore did the same thing. Like, they had Spicy and Ryo in it, her two mods on the PvG suit. And that season was really popular. So I just think it's... Oh god, I got pinged in that server.
Okay. Chicken. You
Yes,
murderer.
Oh, hell yeah, I'm a murderer.
What's it like being the first regular on the team to win? I don't count myself because I'm like the host, but...
Very surprising, just because I'm really bad at these types of games. Because I don't really play...
You're really lucky, that's one thing for sure.
Yeah, A, I'm really lucky. B, thanks for the carry. And C, it's like, I'm not really... I'm not really too, like, keen, or I don't play a lot about, like, those, like, Minecraft and Terraria type of stuff. I play a lot more, like esports competitive games. Like, don't get me wrong, Minecraft and Terraria like can be competitive, but like I go for something like a lot more competitive. So I was
guess
really
Minecraft
surprised.
has speedrunning. I guess that's the thing.
Minecraft does have speedrunning. Terraria does have like contests and stuff where it's like
they do.
Yeah, they do.
That shows how little. Like, I've played Terraria a lot, but I didn't even know that.
There's contests for Terraria, and then but like I go for a much more like competitive approach, so I knew that would be like a super huge hindrance just because I don't really know how to work well with the team, as you can see by all the bombs and all the shit that I planted. But yeah, I was just really surprised that I survived, and I was also really surprised that I really like Terraria. But you know, I just don't have a solid group to play with. You guys are like my first solid group that I've ever played Terraria with. Period.
Aww. You guys are two for me because I only played Terraria with other people.
I played
As
by
in,
myself.
the reason my character in the hardcore is named Final Form is because unless we do another hardcore in Terraria, it's probably the last time I play Terraria.
Still never played.
What did you think?
Need another question?
What did you think of this season compared to the last one, Chicken?
This season was a lot more mysterious for me because Minecraft, I had a basis and I used to play it a lot with a group of friends once upon a time, and then I realized, yeah, these guys aren't my friends.
Aww.
So
Story of life.
yeah, so I actually really liked this season just because it was something super new. It was a game that I've never really played before. Like, it's really weird, but like I miss not being good at games. Well, actually, no, I'm still not good at games, but I miss the days where it's like I pick up controller and it takes me forever to figure out what does this do, what does that do, how do I control this and stuff like that, where I go. I like this season a lot more just because it's a lot more new to me and foreign, and I also like this season because, again, I thought playing-wise it was more fast-paced for me because we were always kind of doing something, whereas in Minecraft you kind of saw me fucking around, like trying to make little objectives for myself. So yeah, I had a lot more fun with this because it was more fast-paced. And the reason why I think people thought that this one was more slow-paced was because we were objectively better in Terraria than in Minecraft.
Okay.
Right.
And the obvious question, who are you most looking forward to playing Ultimate, Pit?
Not anymore. All my competitive friends
Really?
are telling me not to play Pit anymore.
Really?
Because yeah, they tell me like, yeah, you're good, but you know, you could be a lot better if you played a good character. And I'm just like, what do you mean?
Hey.
So
On the
I'm
bright
probably
side,
gonna
Pit's
Wait, what?
up there. Pit's up there now. Kills.
It doesn't matter if you give him another fucking.
Does his Nair hit consistently?
It looks like it does, and his dash attack is now a kill move as well, and also like his back air seems to like be a lot more generous on the sweet spot.
This is
I tried to give him
This is
full-
the downer.
still gonna
Is
be
the downer
mid-tier.
generous now? If the
Yes,
downer is
the downer looks a lot more generous. It doesn't look like RNG.
Is like Zelda dead generous or?
all right. I'll play Pit, but then I'm also gonna be trying out Young Link and old Young Link also.
Well, yeah, but what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, still just play. Just like don't give up on your boy Pit just yet.
Yeah, I haven't given him.
Well, Will should know.
Yeah, I
He's
haven't
stuck with
given it
Lucario through everything.
Ugh.
Dude, I stuck with my character.
And now
since
you're getting
fucking
rewarded
Brawl.
in Ultimate Heavy.
This is my reward for sticking through him after they fucking patched a DK into the game.
I just
Alright,
realized I never
so-
answered who I was gonna make.
We all know.
Yeah, he's gonna be playing Monica.
I was gonna try Dark Samus, but I don't think that's gonna work out, so maybe I'll go back to Mewtwo. I heard Meta Knight might be more what I'm
They're
thinking.
talking about banning Meta Knight, man.
Yeah, I heard about that. I responded to
Wait,
Omni
was that
about...
you? Was that someone in here who literally just told me about that?
He brought it
Yeah.
up like right before we started.
Yeah, I brought that up because I threw out a tweet recently towards Omni because he had a
You told
video
me
about...
that, I tried to tell you about it. Oh my god.
And he was just like, why don't people just get good anymore? It's like, it's a good point. Why are people just asking for bans and stuff?
To be fair, I feel like a lot of people saying to calling for ban are mostly shitposting.
The funniest...
Save for a few stupid people.
Captain Zach, of all people, said that Meta Knight should be banned?
Did I stutter?
Jesus Christ.
I mean, what? What?
He's gonna copyright this video somehow. Oh yeah. Anyways, I forgot my plugins.
I'm gonna get blown up on. I'm gonna be blown up on Twitter, man. He's gonna send his army of 16-year-old Bale mains after me. What? Did I say that?
What? Did I say that? There's no video proof. Shut the fuck up.
Get out of me.
Yeah, what's your at?
Soon people are gonna say that Kirby Superstar was their favorite game instead of Bayonetta. I always loved Meta Knight for his personality.
Hey, fuck you!
Meta Knight doesn't have a fucking personality. Wait, hold on. You're gonna be playing Lucina, right?
No, I dropped Lucina a long time ago.
Listen, man, I just really love Pikachu. I love him in Pokemon. So good.
Yo, I want to main Pikachu because I like his personality in the movie
I think
where
he's a real stand-up guy, and yeah.
Yeah, dude,
if you like Pikachu over Raichu, you're a coward.
Dude, I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I'm thinking I'm gonna main Young Link purposefully only because it goes when he attacks. You know what I mean? It really resonates me with like on a primal level.
Reminds me of Rex in a way. Rex would have all the same attack voice lines.
Let's show them a thing on
I actually forgot Zelda is looking pretty good too, and she's
Dude,
cute.
I'm so hyped for Zelda. Like, I know she's probably not gonna be that good, but like,
she's gonna be way better than any other game. Unfortunately, I'd say that.
What do you mean, princess? She's the queen.
I would say that Zelda is like twice as better as she was in Smash 4 and Brawl, but 2 times 0 is still 0.
Yeah.
Ouch.
And like, when I first saw her, she was
I can see her at least mid-tier.
Who I wanted to play, she's gonna be mid-tier at least, yeah.
Every character's gonna be mid-tier.
Yeah.
Every character.
How are we gonna find the low and bottom tier? Up, Crom.
Nah. Here's the thing. I want to say Crom's gonna be underwhelming, but I'm not getting burned again by writing off a character because their recovery's bad. Cough, cough, Cloud.
Oh, that's a good point.
Cloud's a shitty character.
Oh, okay though. But Chicken, you never did get to send out your like ats and shit. So
it's at Chickncup for Twitter and twitch.tv/Chickncup.
You changed it from?
Yeah, I changed it from Felix is Hot because I'm really starting to get serious with streaming.
Oh, you mean the cat boy Felix?
No. That one of my best friends' name is Felix.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. But cat boys are pretty cool too.
Okay, we do need to speed this up a little bit. Toad.
Sorry.
You are the first guest from the fan hardcore community. So how does this feel compared to other seasons you've been in?
Oh, that's unique.
Mm-hmm.
I was especially hyped for this one because, like, nobody would have imagined that I'd be in this. Because, like, from, like, everyone else's point of view, Goldenbrawler, like, y'all know each other, like, mostly in real life. And, like, you don't really know anybody. So, like, seeing somebody from here that... And since you guys don't usually talk on the server, it was cool. And I kept it secret.
Yeah, you did a pretty good job at like doing that too,
And then, oh god, what else was I gonna say? It was cool because like most hardcores I'm in, like I'm in a lot of stuff because like we have a whole group that does all that stuff, and like there's a bunch of different branches and everyone does their thing, and like yeah, Nova Quest, which I'll plug at the end. So it was
speaking of servers, could you invite me to the server? I want to be in it.
Yeah, sure.
We'll do that later.
Chicken for Nova. Anyway, yeah, it was cool beginning of the season that like I didn't really know it. Like I didn't get to do any of the practice sessions with y'all because I was always out of not home. So it was cool being in a season that I didn't know everybody.
I was like the only person you had like somewhat talked to.
I feel like we clicked really well for not really having spoken. That goes for everybody here. Like, we had jokes about like giving each other our wood down in the cave. Hey man, can I have some wood? Yeah, I've got like 69 here. It's like, oh thanks.
Best number.
Shout out to Waluigi.
So yeah, that was cool. It was a good experience, and I liked the banter. I think that was like my favorite. Is just all the banter, and like even when we're like in the jungle or whatever, Cola's still off doing fuck all, like 6,000 blocks away, and we're sitting there joking as we're all being poisoned to death. So yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Because I do remember, because like I was when we were talking about it, I was sitting there and I was thinking, like, once you brought up the whole idea of like you should kind of branch out to the other fan hardcores, But it was like, I'm not. I don't really know anybody that well in the community. Oh right, I'm talking to you right now. You're the one that like convinced me to start posting stuff in the server too. So it felt like this. Honestly, this feels like it's a little later than it should have been, if that makes sense.
I mean, like we just kind of messaged me, and you had like the Mewtwo. I didn't know you at all, and so I wasn't sure. Like, obviously, I didn't know like how old you were.
Like you only knew me from like, I was like, oh hey, you missed a song from your soundtrack, and it was like an Assassin's Creed.
Which has not been updated since Minecraft 5. Oops.
No, I think it was Terraria 3.
Maybe Terraria 3. But yeah, it was cool because like, and then like you came out with this thing, and when I first saw the first episode, I didn't know that was the same person I talked to. I didn't know it was you at first.
And then as time went on, you're like, oh!
Yeah, that's cool. Like I've known about this. That's cool.
Yeah, like I said, like it's a similar thing with Will. Is I wanted Will on last season, but you know, like you said, you have no way of playing Minecraft, so it's like,
yeah.
Your appearance here was like well warranted, I think. Like I wanted you on for a while, so I was like, I'm glad that you both got.
Glad I was able. Yeah, I'm glad I was able to make it on.
And I do hope to have both of you on sometime soon. Yeah.
Alec was trying to pitch me the idea that like you're like the guy for Smash. I'm just like, oh yeah, cool, click really well, and I literally like didn't talk to you because I had to almost get in like 4 car accidents at the airport.
And then I fucking died.
Yeah.
Hey, where's Will? I wanted to talk about Smash. Oh, he's dead. All right.
That's basically backwards. Did someone die?
I'm making this opportunity to plug my combo video on my YouTube channel. Just kidding.
Yo, I have a combo video too, dude. It sucks.
So Toad, another question. What was your favorite part of this season? I'm assuming, like you said, it was like the banter going on with everybody.
Yeah. I got the Book of Skulls. That was cool. I don't usually get those when I do like hardcore stuff, even though I haven't done that many.
Even just though Shoop tried to take it from you.
Yeah. I got the B. That was cool. Thanks, Chicken. I just like it felt different because I got a lot of different stuff than I usually am used to playing.
Yeah, we used a lot of unique stuff that I don't know if any other, places really got to use. Like, I mean, the Star Cannon was kind of a negative in a way because it made everything like it was overkill on everything. But it was something that nobody had. I'm pretty sure nobody had made that before. So at least that's something new,
Right, and like. Yeah, I guess just getting interaction, like even before and after recording sessions, we'd stay. Like I remember I was at the final session like till like 6 or 7 a.m. We were here talking.
Yeah, we were just chilling, and we were just like, I remember we were following the wall of flesh to the very end of the map.
Yeah, as the ghost.
Yeah. And of course, who are you looking forward to playing in Ultimate? Shulk?
Oh, of course.
That's kind of what I thought.
Shulk is like my highest, because Xenoblade Chronicles is my favorite game of all time. And I'm really glad he looks really good this time. And I think I'm just so excited for like the potential of Shulk. Like, I saw Zero and Jason, or Mewtwo King, do their analysis on him, and he gets grabbed and down throwed by Diddy. And as the hit stun is happening, he's able to switch Monado arts. Like, so that's crazy. So you can like grab someone, like you can like do Buster and like do a bunch of pummels or something and then throw them, and then like you can like switch before they're even like. I'm pretty sure you can go from one right into the other, and it's like incredible because that not only do like each art change the way Shulk like changes the damage and knockback. I think at least, I don't know, some of them might not. So people who learn the Shulk matchup are gonna have to account for. Because like he can switch like on the ball like real fast, so they have to like learn for okay, he could do this. Is he gonna switch to this art? Am I gonna be able to kill him at this percentage? Like they have to learn so much more about the matchup, and I just accept the potential mix-ups. So Shulk's high. Second is probably Roy, because Roy has been my boy since Melee. He sucks.
I'm sorry, bro, dude. My character honestly fucks your character over.
That's alright. Roy's not been good in Smash 4 or Melee.
Hey, no, Zero said that he's gonna be super good. Just trust me. There just needs to be the right.
That means that he's not gonna be good.
He's up here as like
that's
no
gonna
lane.
jinx like most of my
again, like,
cast.
nobody's new lane anyway,
Oh, Oh, I just realized if that's the case, the Dark Samus might be good.
Have you seen? Did you see the GIF where like Samus tries to up smash a Diddy and it whiffs, but then Dark Samus up smashes a Diddy and it hits?
Oh, yay!
Okay.
All right. So,
Shulk,
what's your
Roy,
plugs?
And then the final character. Yeah, I'm interested in Young Link. Young Link's cool.
Okay.
And then as for plugs, I have a Twitter. It's at Heart of Emerald. Don't ask me. I made it like years ago. I don't know how to change the Twitter handle.
Oh wait, it's easy. I could show you.
Also, I'm lazy. But yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be cool.
I can't fix lazy.
Nope, nobody can. It's okay. Not even God. Anyway. Heart of Emerald, blah blah blah. Stupid stuff. Like when I just like check it like once per day after school or whatever, and I'll like scroll through and like do stuff. So whatever. I have a YouTube channel, it's ProtonToad. Hopefully there should be stuff going up there soonish. Probably months from now. Who knows?
Don't you use Twitch or not really?
I use Twitch, but it's only for watching other streams.
Okay.
Hey, make sure to come watch me then.
Who? Sorry?
Make sure to
Okay.
come. Watch him.
And then finally, I'm in a group called Quest, which I guess I shouldn't really plug another group with a group. But there's
Traitor.
cool stuff. We do Nova Branch hardcores and like more hardcore stuff. Yay. It's fun. YouTube, Nova Quest, blah blah blah.
Okie doke. And lastly, I want to thank everyone for watching, and of course, I want to shout out Brian, obviously. You know, he did a really good job on the portraits, as per expected. You know. Yeah. And then Cam
I appreciate my death face, dude.
Oh, it's so... I think that was based off of, I think it was kind of based off of the Crash art style, because he was playing the, Insane trilogy when he was doing that one.
I just think it's funny. Like, it works. Like,
Yeah.
I've always, like, wanted to, like, have it pissed off. Like, that's it's like, fuck! Like,
Especially with how you died against Shoop,
Like,
you're just
damn it.
screaming and it just, like, it fit perfectly.
yeah, it was good.
And then
So, yeah.
Kamix, not only did he do the, main theme, but he gave me permission to use his remixes in the soundtrack. So, expect to see more of that in the future. Go check out his stuff.
Oh yeah, I love Kamix's music.
Oh yeah, I'm so happy he decided to, hop on for this. I'll probably plug both of their stuff in here. I don't recall it off the top of my head, so you'll just see it up on the screen. So yeah, go check them out too, because they did good job on the stuff. And of course, Grav did the overlay, so thank you, Grav, for that.
Go bitch at me for some reason.
And thank you all for watching. This has been Terraria Hardcore. Goldenbrawler
Hey.
and Co. out.
Hey.
Not gonna let us say goodbye. See how it is.
Bye. Be sure to like, comment,
Venus.
subscribe, donate to my Patreon, follow my premium Snapchat.
Oh, Flora has some.
Follow me on
Hey,
Pornhub.
the IRS gonna fuck you.
Follow, me on,
dude.
follow me on Chatterbait.
Yo, free summon, new banner.